There are 22 countries in Latin America and the Caribbean that have signed on to the Belt and Road Initiative. So it's a very significant out of 33. It's a very significant number of countries. And yes, well, one of the most exciting things I've been able to watch, I arrived in Beijing to my post as ambassador of Chile in July of 2014, when BRI was just getting started. And so I've been able to observe how it has evolved into this extraordinary development program for the Global South. The initial version of BRI was to recreate Eurasia, very ambitious, trying to connect the fastest growing region in the world, East Asia, with the biggest market, the European Union. But over time, it has morphed into something else, into something much broader, into including, for example, the Western Hemisphere, including Latin America. And that, it seems to me, is very significant. Why? Because BRI involves much more than just, building bridges and power stations and ports. It represents a different conception of what development is all about. Basically, many economists in my part of the world, at least, had given up on the very word development. They talk about macroeconomic equilibria, about the right business climate, and on the assumption that if that is created, everything else will flow. Well, it doesn't necessarily go that way. And what China has done is to say, well, you need infrastructure, you need connectivity, something that had basically disappeared from the program of the Bretton Woods institutions. And that has come in, very handily for Latin America and for the rest of, the Global South. And that, it seems to me, is extremely important. The second point I would like to underscore is the following. Often what is forgotten is that there's also a significant amount of agency on the part of the partner countries. Latin America, for example, as I said earlier, was not originally contemplated in BRI, but it ended up being associated with it, among other things, because the interest expressed by Latin American countries. And I participated in the first BRI International Cooperation Forum held in Beijing in May of 2017, in which two Latin American presidents, my own president, Michelle Bachelet, and the Argentine president, Mauricio Macri, participated. So I would like to say that BRI has been extremely significant for the Global South, and is making a tremendous difference in Latin America as well.